How's it going, boys? My name is jschlarp, and welcome to the weekly YAP. First time saying that, ain't it? That's crazy. I'm gonna try to do this like once a week. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm just sitting here talking with some shitty gameplay footage. I'm sorry, I don't have Call of Duty this week. I don't have any way to record any of my old COD, so I just busted out the old Splitgate. As you can see, I suck on controller. I haven't played on controller in a long time. I haven't played a lot of console games as of late. I can't play console anymore. I cannot play on a fucking controller. I need a keyboard and mouse. I started playing Marvel Rivals on keyboard and mouse, and I'm so used to just moving my arm and shit. Like, I can't do the fucking, the thumbs. It's just, it sucks. But anyway, I wanted to talk about friends and availability and how that affects you and your content. So a long time ago, I had a friend group. We had a YouTube channel. It was called Members Only. If you go to my main channel and you hit the related channels and shit down below, you could still find it. We had really good. We had really great videos. I was gonna say good. They weren't good. They were great. They were so fucking good. It was my creative peak. It was the most fun I've ever had until now with the LARPing shit, of course. But it was the most fun I've ever had as a creator. Some of my best work is on that channel, and I was one of three streamers in that group. There was a point where there were like 12 of us in that group, and I'm okay with having a long roster of people as long as that long roster of people is available for creation. You know, if you're going to be a part of something and say, like, I represent this thing, I'm a part of this, I'm happy to be here, then, you know, make some time for it. Obviously, easier said than done, which is what I'm going to get into. I was one of only three streamers. It was me, it was my friend Rocco, and my friend Haram. Rocco stopped streaming altogether. Haram streams every now and then, and I streamed fairly consistently. I'd take a break here and there, and that break would only be like a week or two. Then I'd get right back to it, because I can't stop. When I don't stream or when I don't create content, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I feel completely useless if I haven't made a video or did a stream. Even if it was a shitty stream I got nothing out of, I need to do shit. I need to do something. But again, I was one of three streamers out of maybe like 12 people. Most of those people had capability of streaming, they just weren't streamers. But I would always try to ask the people in the group, you know, what's your schedule? What's your work schedule like? Are you busy? What are you doing? That way I can make this work for you. I was always concerned about what was going to work for everyone else. Because for me, I work at Dunkin' from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. So I have all day. I have all day to do anything I want, and I was thinking about everybody else. I was thinking, what's your schedule like so we can, you know, make this work for you? And everybody else, they have jobs, you know, some people have families, you know, they have their own kids, they have all their own responsibilities. Just because they clocked out at their job and they went home, that doesn't mean that they're available. And that was the thing I really wanted to get into today, is the biggest lesson I took from that is free time does not equal availability. They are not the same thing at fucking all. For so long, I thought they were the same thing, and they are not the same thing. Just because somebody has free time, they still need solo time to themselves. They still need time with, you know, their boyfriend or their girlfriend or their parents, their family. At the end of the day, they have their own lives, and if they get any free time, they're going to choose the other things they value more than my YouTube channel. It was our channel, but I was the one putting in all the work. It was basically my channel. That shit was mine. I ran that whole thing. I did all the work for it. Not that they were like lazy and didn't do anything. It's just that, like, you know, they're not creators, they're not streamers, they don't know how to work OBS, they don't know what the fuck OBS is, they don't know what any of that shit is, and it's little they can do to help me. So I've always wanted to have a group with streamers, but I have to find the right people, I have to get to know them, and I have to ask them for things without looking like a fucking leech, which I can make another video about. I've always wondered, like, when is it okay to ask for things? Like, how long do you have to, like, in the streamer space, how long do you have to know somebody for it to be appropriate to say, hey, do you want to do something together? And that was another reason why I picked my personal friends instead, because they were always supportive and they were always down to do anything, because they were already on my YouTube videos anyway. We'd hop on a game and just fuck around in the PlayStation 4 party chat, 12 o'clock in the morning. It started to really disappoint me because, you know, I realized that, like, streaming and creating is part of me. It is the biggest part of who I am as a person. That is what I do. That is who I am, right? Obviously, like, I'm a little bit more than that, right? I have other hobbies and interests. I have other jobs. I have things I like to do. But that's the important one. That's the one that I really think matters the most, because that's the one that I really want to do something with. So when you are showing the people you care about the biggest, deepest part of you, and they're like, dude, nah, like they don't fucking care, because it's not something that they know about. Like, it's, again, it's foreign to them. So that's when I realized, like, they don't fucking care. And if that's a big part of me, then they must not care about me to a degree. If I said, hey, let's catch up and let's hang out, we would do it. We went to McDonald's just as a group of friends after a stream one day, and it was really nice. We had a great time. But availability not being free time hit me so hard. It was like, all right, yeah, I mean, that's when I realized I really, really had to pivot. I started talking to other streamers. I met a cool guy named Bonksy. I posted a video on TikTok talking about how hard it is to grow when you want to be a just chatting and variety streamer. Because you're supposed to get your start somewhere else and then you pivot into just chatting and variety, and it's really, really difficult to do that when you don't have a chat in the very beginning. So I was talking about that, and Bonk, he had started streaming literally like a week or two beforehand, and he's already going through that problem. Whole time he's just better than me. I've been streaming since September 2021. He started literally this year, and he's already like surpassed me in having a chat and a community that genuinely likes him. Kiefer Live was about to get fucking nuked. I was genuinely going to be done before the LARPing shit started. Tyburst was my very first friend on Twitch. I'm shouting everybody out. Tyburst was the very first guy that I met on Twitch, and we were friends. Like, we were actually, like, you know, it's not like, oh, let's talk about content and only content. He was supposed to do a collab with me and my friend Rocco. We were supposed to play Lethal Company, and he, like, woke up late or whatever, and we never ran it back. He'll stream every now and then. I'll pop in every now and then, but he's working on his own thing. I'm working on my own thing. We catch up. You know, I'll text him on Discord randomly, like, "Hey, how you been?" He's like, "I've been chilling." You know, we still catch up. He was, you know, it's great to have an online friend that, you know, you're cool with them for more than 2 weeks. Because there's people that I've met where it's like, oh, this guy's pretty nice, and they just disappear after a little while. So making friends with actual streamers, people that know how to use their software, people that know what to do, people that have a sense of direction with content. That's what I'm looking for now, and that's what I found with the LARPing shit. The LARPademic. If this video is on your feed and you have no fucking idea why this guy's name is jschlarp live, it's because there is an epidemic of people LARPing, live action role playing, as their favorite YouTubers when they were growing up. It started as a 2016 nostalgia act where it was like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, a lot of old people that they watched like years and years ago, like old OG YouTube, and then eventually it became you could LARP anybody. And I think that's really cool because Schlatt didn't really pop around until a couple years later. And he didn't really become the creator that really inspired me to make the content that I'm doing now until, you know, a little while after. And it's so funny how I've already had people in my comments from years ago telling me, you look like Schlatt, you sound like Schlatt, all these comparisons to him. I look nothing like that fucking man. I really don't. I don't see it at all. I never really leaned into it. I leaned into it like once or twice for like a TikTok or two, or like a YouTube short, and I got like 50 comments. That was the most engagement I ever had in my life, dude. So much fucking comments on that video, just saying, all right, Schlatt, all right, yeah, okay, Schlink, okay, Schlage, whatever bullshit they said. That's just my content. You know, it's not an ego thing. It is objectively I make good content. It's just, it's entertaining. Especially with the LARPing thing, when you're already looking at it through the lens of, oh, this guy's supposed to be Schlatt, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, this is actually quite accurate. So having all those friends that I don't really even talk to that much right now, because I've just been locked into the Discord and this YouTube channel, and I come home from work and I come right downstairs and I hop right back on the computer. I've been rejuvenated. This is actually really fucking nice. This is the happiest I've been and the most excited I've been to make content in years since I've had that group of members only, which I would love to bring back, but again, you know, it would have to be with creators, but then it wouldn't be the same. But again, those people didn't know each other either. It was my cousins, my brother, and some friends from school, and not a lot of them knew each other, or they might have known of each other, but they weren't close, and then I was just the guy in the middle that everyone knew. Now that I think of it, what difference is it that if I just get a bunch of streamers that I don't know? But then again, I know that those people that I did members only with, I know those guys aren't pedophiles, you know? I know those guys aren't awful fucking people. You know, like I didn't want that, so I never utilized Discord. But now that we have the LARPing server, it's a massive community full of people, and they're all somewhat like-minded individuals. There's a couple people where it's like, all right, you need to fucking chill. Like, you're spamming shit. You're fucking annoying. There are people that they ping me all the fucking time. There's people that like, you know, but it's not the end of the world. It's fine. I don't fucking care, dude. I just don't want to get super duper close with someone, make a bunch of really good content with them, have that be the defining content of my channel, and then turns out my best friend is a fucking kid fucker. You know, I don't want that. So I'll never have what I had again with members only. That is a once in a lifetime thing that will never happen again. If I started another group, I would still go all in. I would do the very best I could. But yeah, that was why my friend group YouTube channel fell off, is because, like I said, that's what the video is about. We're going to wrap it all up, is availability is not free time. So I couldn't have like an OTK kind of thing, a fucking lunch club kind of thing, something like that, because we never got the chance to pop off because no one had any availability. If you like this video, let me know. Comment any questions, anything you want. Back to the normal content. Maybe either today or tomorrow. I might actually I'll see if I can record anything. It's 10:35 in the morning right now. I'll see if I can record any cool shit with anybody later today. I got some nice stuff lined up. But yeah, that's that.